Throughout her years in the Chiss expansionary defense fleet, Admiral Ar'alani had lived through more than 50 battles and smaller armed clashes. The opponents in those encounters, like the battles themselves, had varied widely. Some of them had been clever, others had been cautious, still others, particularly political appointees who had been promoted far beyond their abilities, had been painfully incompetent. The strategies and tactics employed had also varied, ranging from simple to obscure to screamingly violent. The battle results themselves had sometimes been mixed, sometimes inconclusive, often a defeat for the enemy and occasionally a defeat for the Chiss. But never in all that time had Ar'alani experienced such a mix of determination, viciousness, and utter pointlessness as in the scene now unfolding in front of her.
"Watch it, Vigilant! You've got 4 more coming at you from starboard nadir."
The voice of Senior Captain Zodlakin Darrow came from the Vigilant's bridge speaker, her resonant alto glacially calm as always.
"Acknowledged, Grey Shrike,"
Ar'alani called back, looking at the tactical. 4 more Nicardoon gunboats had indeed appeared from around the small moon, driving at full power toward the Vigilant.
"Looks like you have a few latecomers to your party as well,"
she added.
"We're on it, ma'am,"
Lakinda said. "Good," Ar'alani said, studying the 6 missile boats that appeared from behind the hulk of the battlecruiser she and the other 2 Chiss ships had hammered into rubble 15 minutes ago. Sneaking into cover that way without being spotted had taken some ingenuity, and many commanders with that level of competence would have used their skill to exercise the better part of valor and abandoned such a clearly hopeless battle. But that wasn't what these last pockets of Nicardoon resistance were about. They were about complete self-sacrifice, throwing themselves at the Chiss warships that had rooted them out from their burrows, apparently with the sole goal of taking some of the hated enemies with them. That wasn't going to happen. Not today. Not to Ar'alani's force.
"Thrawn, the Grey Shrike has picked up a new nest of night hunters," she called. "Can you offer them some assistance?"
"Certainly,"
Senior Captain Mithron Urodo replied.
"Captain Lakinda, if you'll turn 30 degrees to starboard, I believe we can draw your attackers into a crossfire."
30 degrees. Acknowledged,
Lakinda said, and Ar'alani saw the Grey Shrike's tactical display image angle away from the incoming missile boats and head toward Thrawn's Springhawk.
"Though, with all due respect to the Admiral, I'd say they're more whisker cubs than night hunters."
"Agreed,"
Thrawn said.
"If these are the same ones we thought were caught in the battlecruiser explosion, they should be down to a single missile each."
"Actually, our tally makes 2 of them completely empty. Just long for the glory of martyrdom, I suppose."
"Such as it is,"
Ar'alani said.
"I doubt anyone out there is going to be singing the elegiac praises of Yv the Benevolent anytime soon. Wutra all? Spheres are ready, Admiral,"
Senior Captain Kiwutra Omis confirmed from across the Vigilance bridge.
"Ready to rain on their picnic?" "One moment,"
Ar'alani said, watching the tactical and gauging the distances. Plasmasphere's ability to deliver electronics-freezing blasts of ionic energy made them capable of disabling attackers without having to plow through the tough Nyx alloy hulls that sheathed most warships in this part of the chaos. Smaller fighter-class ships, like the Nicardoon missile boats currently charging the Vigilant, were especially vulnerable to such attacks. But the missile boats' smaller size also meant they were more nimble than larger warships, and could sometimes dodge out of harm's way if the relatively slow plasmaspheres were launched too soon. There were tables and balance charts to calculate that sort of thing. Ar'alani preferred to do it by eyesight and experienced judgment. And that judgment told her they had a sudden opportunity here. Another 2 seconds.
"Fire spheres,"
she ordered.